In this project, we have created an voice-based user interface application to help the disabled people so that they can give voice commands in order to access the app. Let me give a demo of the sample app. This is the weather app. When we give the input in the form of voice, it navigates to the city, and then it gives the temperature limits of that city. Let me show you the demo. First, I'm giving the input of the the feature like weather.
Listening.
Weather.
Done listening.
Now it has taken the input as weather. Now next it asks for city.
Listening.
Kansas City.
Done listening.
Maximum temperature 304.03 at minimum temperature 302.04.
Definition. Our project mainly deals with in helping the visually impaired people. So when a person comes to visit his house, what our Romo does is it checks his face and it captures his face, and if the face is already registered in the database, it announces as hi, his name, and it greets him. And if the person is unknown, then it announces as some intruder has come. Now let me give a demo. Let us train the Romo with the new user. First, we need to enter the name of the user. Then capture his face. Let us train the Romo for multiple times. Now we are checking for recognize.
Hilashi, how are you doing?
Feature which we have developed is to have an interactive conversation between the Romo and the person. Here we have used NLP technique and designed a few questions. When the person asks these questions, the Romo tries to answer, and the conversation goes in an interactive way. Let me give you a demo.
Hi,
Hello,
what is your name?
my name is Robo Assist.
How do you do?
How do you do? Pleased to meet you.
Where do you live?
I live in Kansas City.
Who is your professor?
Professor U.G. Lee.
Now the next feature we implemented is the color detection. The Romo will detect the colors and will help the visually impaired people such as in traffic. Now when the Romo sees the green signal, then the Romo will start going, and when the Romo sees the red signal, it will stop, so that it would be helpful for the visually impaired people. Now let's see a demo on this. See, the now Romo is moving, seeing the green signal. Now on seeing the stop signal, it stopped. The next feature we have implemented using the Romo is object recognition or the image recognition. Now the Romo will, when the picture is taken using a Romo, it will recognize the picture and will say the name of it. Now let us see how it works. Now we are taking the picture of the airplane, and Romo will recognize this using Spark and will say the name of the image.
Airplanes.
Now you could hear the sound in the background. Application is about Romo acting as a personal assistant. Here we implemented alarm with face detector. When we can see the application on the screen, and there is a clock symbol on that, and when we click on the clock symbol we can find the time lapses, and we can select any time lapse. For example, we'll select a 1 minute time lapse for now, and now we selected a time 1 minute. Now after 1 minute the Romo automatically starts itself and finds the owner of the device to wake him up. So it's taking a time to wake up, it to start. Let's wait for 1 minute so that it starts on itself. Later, after starting, it detects some faces and it will run towards the owner and wakes him up. This is the way it works. We can see now it just can't wake up, and now it starts detecting the faces of the owners and it starts running towards it. It's a small delay. See, you can see the Romo running towards the owner. This is how it detects the faces of the owners and wakes them up. This is the alarm detection. Recognition starts. Now we can see the Android phone, which is a client, and the Romo, which is a server. Now the Android phone gives the gestures and the Romo works with it accordingly. Now the gesture recognition starts. Here we can see the client giving the gestures and the Robo moving according to the gestures given with the client. As he given left, it moves to the left, and if he gives the right, it moves to the right.
Coming to peer-to-peer communication, we have implemented this feature to have a better communication of the user with the Romo. In this, what we do is we have taken an Android mobile as a client. This is the client. When we give voice input through the Android mobile, the input is fetched to the Romo and it acts accordingly as per the input. Let us see the demo of Romo moving as per the input commands, like based on directions.
Go.
So when we give it go command, it moves forward.
Right.
And it changes the direction.
Left. Stop.
Okay. Finally, it has stopped.